Community concern at the death of young Leslie Aurelis is giving rise to all kinds of questions, causing people to wonder what can be done to keep dangerous tools out of the hands of children. Angie Toussaint reports.
A recent article from CaribbeanNetNews.com revealed that the Caribbean crime rate is at an all-time high. It showed that neighboring countries are taking many initiatives to curb the amount of crimes within their country. It also brought to light issues that we are all facing, the escalating violent attitudes amongst the younger population. As the TCI public continues to look at the New Year's death as a current reminder of our growing problems, the TCI Youth Department is researching other alternatives and reminding us of their efforts to keep violence off the streets and away from our youth.
I think there's a general rise in crime in the Turks and Caicos Islands. The nature of these crimes, I think, is more important than the actual amount of crime that's happening. Yes, I want to say that there is a rise in crime, but we're not a violent country, and we're not a country that disobeys the rule of law. I believe this incident that happened on New Year's was more of a one-time incident. That's why it was so shocking to us, because we don't usually experience these kinds of events in Turks and Caicos.
Justin Mizik, TCI Youth Ambassador, said that there is a continued effort by the department to eradicate the notion of crime and violence, and the association is developing more recreational activities and organizations in order to address these concerns of the youth and establish a safe haven.
This year we're having a number of new programs and activities slated to happen. What we need to do, though, is look at getting young people more involved in the decision-making process of these types of programs and activities.
Mizik said that parents should observe the conduct of their children in order to notice any negative changes.
What they need to do is kind of look at the behavioral habits that some of these young people are having. If you know a young person is wearing black all the time, that has to send a message to you, or certain colors, constitute being in certain groups. So, look at certain behavioral habits that our young people are having and kind of try to counteract that.
Territorial groups have been seen in the country, like the Q-Town, Five Keys, and the Bite Boys. Mizik feels that these social groups are not gangs.
It's an individual choice to be territorial. I don't think in this instance a lot of these groups are territorial, but not to the extent where they seek out violence on another group.
The ambassador said that many activities are in store to change the mentality of the young and the young at heart in our country. He also revealed other initiatives to come in the near future.
Well, currently, as you know, there are a lot of youth centers being built. What I think, though, needs to be done is our programs in collaboration with these new youth centers. We have a lot of programs throughout the year. We're having a Young Leaders Conference in January, inviting all persons to be a part of. We also have National Youth Awards, where we're looking to recognize the various accomplishments of young people throughout the Turks and Caicos Islands. So
WIV4 will have an extended interview with Ms. Turks and Caicos, Angelica Lightbourne, on her new proposal, the Anti-Violence Campaign. That interview will be aired in our next newscast. For WIV4 News, I'm Angie Toussaint.